6
They can come and talk to us.
I thought the motion was to adapt the,
Let's get the meeting started and then we'll discuss it.
The sheets over there and the pen.
in the absence of the mayor, I'm calling the meeting to order. We'll start off with a flag salute. Right here.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we have the agenda here. Let's, we need a motion to adopt the agenda.
Madam, Mr. President, I move we adopt the agenda as it is presented.
Okay, then moved and second that we adopt the agenda. Any discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Call roll.
Roll call. Elizabeth.
Yes.
Sharon.
Yes.
Tracy.
Aye.
Luke.
Yes.
Yes.
Lyle.
Motion carried, 5-0. Okay. Minutes of the last meeting.
Which one do you want?
Which one do you want? Do you want the one with Jack and Charlotte or the one?
Mr. President. Mr. President,
Yes.
I move that we table the approval of minutes of the January 5th meeting until the council has had further time to review.
Okay.
I'll second that motion.
Second. Any discussion on that?
Does that, you're tabling the minutes, does that mean
Okay, a roll call. Vote.
Roll call. Elizabeth.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Luke.
Yes.
Lyle.
Okay, it's been motion carried about
Sorry, it's hard to do roll call. We're trying to write at the same time.
the month minutes to the 15th. Okay.
Fifth.
Okay, which one?
Which one's next? Next one is January 12th.
I'm sorry.
The next one is January 12th.
Okay, go with it.
Special meeting for January 12th, called to order at 19:03 by Mayor James Hazlitt at the Shelter House. James Hazlitt read the special request meeting. Elizabeth motioned to adopt the special meeting as an agenda, seconded by Luke. Motion carried 5-0. See, I can't read very well. Luke Pollock motioned that the City of Powhattan Council follow guidelines from the Code of Procedure from Kansas City's and Handbook for Executive Meetings and Rules of Order to be revisited July 2026, seconded by Lyle. Motion carried 5-0. Tracy Sharp motioned diligence of duties, appointed council members to be in charge of Buildings and Park, Elizabeth Pollock, Council President Lyle Chadwell, Utilities, Tracy Sharp, Streets, Luke Pollock, seconded by Elizabeth. Motion carried 5-0. What? Elizabeth Pollock motioned that Only these authorized people can be able to operate city equipment: Lyle Chadwell, Luke Pollock, Terry Brown, Dale Schutz. All others from previous lists have been rescinded. Luke Pollock, motion to get the skid loader safety bar fixed. Tracy Sharp seconded. Motion carried 5-0. Luke Pollock motioned authorize actions and expenses related to an audit of all Powhattan's finances and operations. Seconded by Lyle Chadwell. Motion carried 5-0. Sharon Willie motioned that he, see, I can't type either. Council members with delegated duties have approved monthly expenditures. Streets is $2,000, utilities $3,000, buildings and park $1,000. Seconded by Tracy Sharp. Motion carried 5-0. Sharon Willie motioned that the city attorney attend all regular and special meetings of the city of Powhatan. Authorize payments related to expenses. Seconded by Luke Pollock. Motion carried 5-0. Tracy Sharp motioned to authorize payment to Cora and Coma training by the Attorney General's office and appoint Sharon Willie to complete arrangements. Seconded by Elizabeth Pollock. Motion carried 5-0. Lyle Treadwell motion to commission the development of a list of volunteers and contractors. Seconded by Sharon Willie. Motion carried 5-0. Elizabeth Pollock motion to authorize city treasurer to take the needed steps to obtain workman's comp coverage for the city of Powhatan. Michelle Dodge emailed the insurance company waiting for the paperwork. Seconded by Luke Pollock. Motion carried 5-0. Luke Pollock motion to request records from the beautification fund, outline current and past balances and planned projects. It was told to us that the fund had been closed by Sarah, reported by Vicky. Seconded by Sharon. Motion carried 5-0. Sharon Willie motioned that the city give the fire department the 2025 budget funds of $5,500. Seconded by Elizabeth Pollock. Motion carried 4-1. Luke abstained. Tracy motion to authorize funding necessary to bring the sewage system, the lagoon, into compliance for the January report, not to exceed $1,000. Seconded by Luke Pollock. Motion carried 5-0. Elizabeth Pollock remarked that she would like to see the lagoon beautified. Sharon Willie motioned that in interest of maintaining an accurate inventory, all employees and non-elected officers be required to house all city property, original documents in the city office or designated locations, unless signed out and with prior authorization. Seconded by Luke. Motion carried 5-0. Elizabeth Pollock motioned required to return all city property held by outgoing officers and employees, and adoption of official form for recording such returns. Seconded by Luke. Motion carried 5-0. Luke Pollock motion to change the locks on the city buildings and properties of the city. Seconded by Elizabeth. Motion carried 5-0. Lyle Chadwell motioned to have work session meetings every third Monday of the month at 1900 at the Shelter House from January to July, to be revisited thereafter. Seconded by Luke. Motion carried 5-0. Tracy Sharp motioned to have all regular meetings in the Shelter House until further notice. Seconded by Luke. Motion carried 5-0. Tracy Sharp motion to adjourn at 19:40, seconded by Sharon, motion carried 5-0. Vicky submitting her resignation on January 12th, 2026. Dale Schutz announced that the siren was not working. The next regular meeting will be held February 2nd, 2026 at 1900 hours. Do I have to read all the attendance?
Mr. President,
Yes.
I think we should have some discussion on the format of the
On the
minutes.
what?
I think we should have some discussion on the format of the minutes and potential corrections.
Okay,
Yeah, 'cause I can't read very well,
Well,
at least not out loud.
I thought you did awesome.
your point?
My point, I think that especially given the modern technology of film for the meetings, that the minutes can be condensed, would save Shelley some reading. Also see some technical variances in between the wording of the motions and some of the motions, the way they were recorded. Unless, I don't know if any of the other council members have a list of corrections. I don't have a prepared list of corrections for these minutes. So I don't know if we have other corrections, but otherwise we may, in my opinion, may need to consider tabling these minutes until they can be condensed a little bit.
Well, I have
And
the ones
double
that
check.
Elizabeth did, and I have mine, so I can put
Okay.
them together.
Wait a minute. What?
Mr. President. Okay, so one of the pieces in front of you is this little thing, because since most of these meetings, all of these meetings have been special meetings and had to have a special meeting request, we need to include everything that was on the special meeting request form in the minutes. So, it's not very long, I printed it out today, so.
Oh,
But
that's the statute.
That's the statute, that you're supposed to put as part of the minutes, what is on the special meeting request form. Not only do we have to read it at the meeting, but we need to put it in the minutes. So that's one of the corrections that we need to do with the current minutes.
Okay. So that special meeting was requested during this particular meeting, and was it? No, it was
No.
separate.
Mr. President, the meeting under consideration is a special meeting. So its special meeting request should be included in the journal, which is what the minutes are, part of the journal of the meetings. So the actual wording of the special meeting request for the January 12th meeting needs to be included in the minutes.
Oh, right, right, okay. I'll-
January
I'll-
12th meeting.
Yeah, that should be added to it then.
So, one other correction that we forgot to put the parliamentarian in the minutes,
What?
the parliamentarian,
Yeah. And I
and
still don't know who seconded, oh yeah, you told me.
I think we got some of this straightened out.
Okay. Any other corrections to the minutes? Okay, you're saying we need to table this, to get more corrections done, but to get it correct?
My question is there a cohesive, Shelley said Elizabeth had typed up something, is that a cohesive?
Yeah, I mean, all I
Collection
gotta
of-
do is put them both together, and I should have a fairly good one. She put all the
Okay,
stuff, the special meeting stuff on there, I just gotta add it to this one, so I have the right. And then I have to put the Tracy second that, cause I missed that too.
Mr. President,
Yes.
I also corrected some of the
in light
motions.
of the draft read by Shelley, serving as interim reminder of the minutes from January 12th, I move that we table the final approval of the January 12th meeting minutes until the next regular meeting.
Okay, is there a second to that?
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and second that we table the final approval of the minutes until the corrections have been made, till the next meeting. Is there any discussion?
Hang on a minute. Okay, so,
And this is a discussion on the tabling of the minute.
okay, so, Mr. President,
Yes.
as the motion goes, move to table the final approval of the January 12th minutes until the next regular meeting to allow for corrections. Does that sound like the minute motion you have on the
Yeah.
table?
Yes.
Mr. President, I concur and amend my motion to the wording that Elizabeth has. I amend my motion to reflect the wording that Elizabeth has referred.
Okay.
Elizabeth, roll call.
Oh, we're to roll call?
Okay.
Yes.
The motion before the House now is to amend or to postpone,
Table.
to table the motion till the next meeting. Any discussion there?
Mr. President, Beadham seconded that motion.
Is there a second?
Me.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
We got a second.
I'm trying to help out our wonderful city treasurer
yeah.
here that's trying to keep track of all this.
Take the vote.
Yes.
Yes.
Luke, yes.
Yes. Okay, motion carried, and we table that motion, table the final approval of the agenda till the next meeting. All right.
Next is January 14th.
We have another,
This one's short.
okay, meeting of the January the 5th.
No, 14th, we're on the one for the 14th. We're on the one for the 14th,
The 14th?
yes.
Okay. All right.
We've had too many meetings.
Mr. President,
Yes.
in the interest of expediting the meeting, unless there's objection from other members of the council, could I suggest that since the next two sets of minutes will have the same problem with the special meeting request, that we follow a similar action on them?
Okay. To postpone until the next meeting.
Because both of them lack, in the form presented, they lack the
The
special meeting
January the
request
5th
at
meeting
a
and
minimum.
January the 14th meeting.
Now, the January 14th and January 19th work session,
Okay. Okay.
which, just for clarification for members of the public, the work session has no action taken, so those are straightforward minutes,
Yeah.
but nonetheless, that work session is conducted under the rules of the Open Meetings Act as a special meeting,
Right.
so,
And I didn't put that on there because I thought it was just a work session, I didn't have
yeah,
to put anything on there.
it needs to be documented in the same way as any other special meeting, even though no action is taken,
Okay, so,
to my knowledge at this point. That's my understanding from the League of Municipalities.
okay, so, tell me what we need to do then, what you know.
We need to make the similar corrections in the format to both the
Okay,
minutes from the January 14th and the January 19th meeting.
do we need a motion to that effect?
We will need a motion to that effect.
Are you motioning?
Sure. I move that we table the approval of the special meeting minutes for January 14th. That's an awkward way to say that. Minutes for the January 14th and January 19th meetings until corrections can be made.
Is there a second? Okay, been moved and second that we table the minute reading, or the final approval of the minutes and the special meeting till the next meeting. Any further discussion? Call the roll for vote.
Roll.
Yes.
Sure. Tracy.
Aye.
Luke.
Yes.
Lyle.
Yes. Okay, done.
I should do these in order to put numbers on.
Oh, now it's my turn again.
All right, I have a question.
Mr.
Was the minutes of the January 5th meeting approved?
Nope,
Mr. President, I believe those were the first ones we tabled.
The 5th?
yep, we
The
tabled
fifth
those.
was the first
Oh, yeah, 5th was
most
the first
minutes that we tabled.
one. I know there's a correction on that, so we'll take care of that next meeting.
Luke and Sharon.
Okay,
Mr. President, for my clarification, did we approve the agenda?
Yes.
Okay, I thought we did, but I thought we,
That's been that.
I had a momentary
That was-
lapse
that was
of
Elizabeth
memory
and
there.
Sharon.
Okay, I'm just like, make sure we didn't skip the basis there.
Okay, treasurer's report.
Treasurer's report for January 2026, general account. City clerk got $230.85, city treasurer $277.05, streetlights $351.64, Legion Hall $183.39, Dylan Dodge building check $15, Gordon Olson, our lawyer, for $1,000. Powhattan Fire Department, budgeting 2025, 5,500. Ag Partners, fuel, 12 gallons, 38.74. Kansas Department of Revenue, our tax draft, 44.40. Dale Ulrich, our CPA, 315. IRS for our 944B, $1,009.80. The post office repair, $8,186.56. We had to have a transfer from water to general of $15,000, which makes our current balance of $28,524.21. I just cannot talk today. On the water side, our waste operator got $100, our water operator got $200, our meter reader got $100. The lights for the barn was $29.65, pump house was $75.40. We used 172 units for water at $275.20. Our debt is $430. The internet was 90. KDHE drinking water 120. Me for the Microsoft 120. UPS stamps 3 rolls 234. With an ending balance of $26,926.74.
Okay. Motion to approve it.
Mr. President, I have a question.
Yes.
Was there any funds transfers that needed to be considered? You were talking about
I said we had to transfer
do we need
$15,000.
to approve that as a separate action or just as a part of your report for your records?
Just part of my report, because I have pretty much asked everybody but Sharon, and they all said it was okay, so.
I just, for the official action, but
Yeah, but
If
it's on,
you're-
it's
if
on the
you're-
report,
right.
so,
if you're satisfied with that for your records,
Yeah.
I haven't done funds transfers before, so I wasn't sure
well, I've only done one other one.
what the normal,
Yeah, that's what Jill would do. I was going back to the minutes, and that's all Jill did was she put it in her report that she transferred
Okay.
money over, so there was no motions or anything like that.
okay, that clarifies my question. That answers my question.
Okay.
So we're back on the board to approve.
Motion to
Yes.
approve it. Motion to approve the, okay,
I'll make a
Sharon,
motion to approve the
second. Been moved and seconded, we approve the
Roll call.
report.
Elizabeth.
the treasurer's report, treasurer's report. Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor, count?
Yes.
Sharon.
Aye.
Tracy. Luke.
Yes.
Lyle.
Yes. Okay. on the agenda is the public comment. We need to clarify how we're working on that. Proper procedure, according to the book, is if you have comments to make from the general public, you sign up before the meeting, and then, with your name and address, and then you will be called on to, present what you wanna present then. Since this is the first meeting with this situation, we're gonna, forego that part of it. Luke Anthony.
I would make that a formal motion that we suspend the absolute necessity of signing up ahead of time for this meeting, since it's a new process.
Okay, a second?
Second.
Okay, been moved and second that we suspend the formal writing before the meeting for this particular meeting. And, is there any discussion on this?
So the sign-up sheet we have now is acceptable for this meeting?
This one?
Yes,
We got it.
they have a sign, they did sign their name and addresses for you.
That's for 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Thank you, sir.
What's this?
They signed their name and address like you wanted them to.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Okay, so we got it. Okay. The procedure, okay, we have a motion to suspend. We need to take care of this motion and second it. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Well, count the vote. In favor of?
Yes.
Okay, aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Okay. The procedure is that we're, I don't know, we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people. We, to expedite things, we'll give you each, 2 minutes to present, to tell us what you wanna tell us. And we'll start off with the first name here, and that's Bob Hall.
Mr. President,
Yes,
I have a question for you.
okay.
When was the decision made to move the meetings into this facility? And why was it made?
Okay, tell me again.
When was the decision made to move the city meeting into this facility and why?
And
You want me to come closer?
I got the question.
It's not the
In
question for
minutes,
Luke.
what minutes did we do that in? Do you remember?
Mr. President,
Yes.
yes, I remember.
January 12th.
To answer your question, the January 12th meeting was a special meeting, and this was the location specified on that special meeting request. And then there was a motion made to continue meeting at this location moving forward.
That's all right. Okay.
Mr. President, point of order also, public comment is for comments, not discussion. We can take note of the questions that the public has, and then the clerk can respond to them later, so that we're not taking up all their 2 minutes with back and forth.
Mr. President, point of order. What's the
No,
statute
you
say?
are out of order.
No, not when I call for a point
You
of
are
order.
out of order.
No, not, Luke, Kelly,
Sir, you are not part of the governing body.
it's all right, if it's a committee, I'm part of the community. And the point of order, in the point of order in this meeting,
Mr. President. Mr. President.
Yes.
I would like to make a motion that we remind the public that this is a meeting of the governing body, and that the governing body is here to conduct business. Members of the public who cannot conduct themselves within the rules of the governing body may be requested to leave to avoid interruption of business. Let me rephrase that motion for you to save some writing. I move that we issue a reminder about conduct in meetings to the public.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay. The motion is that we remind the people of the community that we are conducting business according to the book, and, see how, so we need, rephrase that again for me? Is that sufficient?
I think they got the point. We'll see.
We're gonna issue a reminder to the of public behavior during the meeting.
The motion is to issue a reminder to the public about behavior during the meeting.
I will second that.
Is there a
Sharon
second?
beat you to it.
Sharon, did you do it? Okay.
Yeah.
That still does not nullify the point of order.
Aye.
Sharon,
Me,
Tracy,
Yes.
Luke, Lyle.
Okay.
Mr. President, did my 2
Motion
minutes,
carried.
did
This
my
is
2
a-
minutes get used up in your
If you
motion?
have something you wanna present to me or whatever, it's not a discussion thing, you present your idea and we'll take it under advisement.
Okay, I have 3 documents to present to you. Is it okay if I do them at this time?
3 documents?
3 documents.
Mr. President,
Yes.
I have no objection to Mr. Hall starting over with his 2-minute public comment
It
time.
won't take 2 minutes, Rick. I just
I
have to get up and.
appreciate that, Bob.
Mr. President, this was actually written to the mayor, but he didn't decide not to show up. This is a request that I be under the KSA 7543 431. I can't read it all because it's too small. Request for notification of meetings for the next year. Fire Chief Pollock, here's a request for information from your department. And Mr. Mayor, here's another request for the city for safety upgrades to the Legion. Whenever you get around to looking at that.
anybody else got a 2-minute courtroom comment?
There's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them on here.
Yeah,
Did you get the
that's
list?
what he presented. That's all I know. And I'm not gonna read it now, that's way more than we need to worry about tonight.
Work session stuff.
Okay, next on the agenda is Dale Sheets.
Okay, thank you. At the August 12th meeting, there was a motion made to have an audit of the city departments started. I would like the fire department to be included in that audit. The Legion building and property, the city needs to get with us and decide what property they think is the city and what property is the Legion. There's a couple items over there that's on loan to the Legion that doesn't belong to the city. We don't know what city property and what is Legion property. I think somebody was invited to the meeting, but nobody showed up tonight for the meeting. Also, I see on the treasury report, $6,000 some post office repair. I'd like to know what that was for and who that went to, who that paid to.
Do you have a date for that?
Pardon?
Do you have a date?
A date?
A date for when you're,
There was no date on there, it was on the treasury report.
for August?
No, this
Tonight.
is the report we got tonight.
This is the report we got tonight when they redid the vestibule.
$8,186.56.
And we had to pay it to the post office because they had somebody come in and do it to the vestibule and have it fixed. That's answering the question.
Well, I was confused because you were talking about all
Yes. Also, the fire, the storm siren, I've contacted, Carl Gaskell, he has not got back to me yet about having him look at that loop. Said it was okay to go ahead and contact him, but have not heard back from him yet. Contacted him twice, so he may not be interested, but I've asked him to call me back.
2 minutes.
Uh,
I'm tiny.
That is,
That's it for me.
Mr. President, may I ask one question? What were you talking about in August, Dale? What was your comment about the August thing?
No, an audit.
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 Okay, the audit was approved in August, is what you're saying?
No, it was approved January 12th.
Okay, okay, that's all I needed to know.
I just wanted the fire department to be included in that audit.
Yeah, I just wanted that clarified, okay.
okay. Is that 2 minutes up?
Yeah.
Okay, next on the list is Dennis Leonard.
Yeah, Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
I'm commander, unfortunately, I'm the commander of the Legion Post now, and we still welcome the city over at our Legion Post anytime, but we seen on tape where part of the city council was in there taping things, and, why, I don't know, and none of the Legion members seem to know, but, we'd, like to know when they're, when they're inspecting the place, if that's what they were doing, we don't know. But also, some of the ladies spent timeless hours cleaning the restrooms. And they did that before our January 1st soup dinner. And here the other day, someone went in, well, someone had used the restroom, not flushed the stool, who knows how long it had been, and literally made a mess. And, we just wondered why they were taping, why were they taping, running a tape, taking pictures in the Legion Hall. And we'd also welcome the city council to use the meeting room over there anytime they wish, just ask for permission. I mean, that's,